Looks like Deuce is ready. No? Oh yeah, you don't want your controller vibration on, although I've never actually experienced that in this game. I don't know where it's supposed to be.
So they're starting at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And they should be off anytime now.
Deuce is... I think it's fine. Might just be a bit of delay. Oh, yeah, there they go. Good luck, have fun with both runners.
Alright, it's exciting. Let's see what we get in the board section.
Indeed. Deuce missing around, but Hex also hit a few cars here. Looks like it's going to be a little bit worse off for Deuce, but like I said, last race, there's not a whole lot of difference that you can make up in the board section. Looks like about 4 seconds for Deuce there.
RNG can be a little unforgiving.
True, all the cars are based RNG, so...
Ooh, and didn't quite stay on the ground there for Hex.
Oh no.
And
Deuce
did not get... Pauseless is a pretty big flex when you get it.
Sure.
Ooh, and it's looking like Hex missed that ramp. Cost him a bit of time there.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of variation between the skipper strats that both of these runners do here. Deuce seems to be a little bit in the lead though.
Ooh, and he stays on the ground. Look at that.
Yeah, you love to see that. It's always really nice. It's a really good truck section from Deuce right there.
Ooh.
Wow.
And a sub 2-minute skipless from DaUseless.
Yeah.
You'd love to see it, folks.
Yes!
Alright, let's see how Bigfoot goes.
Too easy.
Assuming both of these runners go for front box.
But will they go for the reset strats?
You know, I'm not sure I'd like to trade off the life for that in a tournament setting, because lives can be very helpful in future stages here.
Finally decided to show up.
Honestly,
Okay.
I agree.
Oh no!
Bigfoot reporting to headquarters.
Ah, the use.
Copy that.
Looking like a clean recovery, though, from DaUseless.
Yeah, 29's not too bad considering he missed one of the hits there. And Hex is going to save a couple
Hey
seconds
guys,
though.
Take care.
This is Sandy
Nice.
Pass P1.
It's a really good starting movement as well, actually.
A pair of earrings from Hex, and he takes it.
Yeah, personally I recommend to not take this piece. If you don't have any free pieces, the sets that it gives you are just not really that nice. We'll see though. Oh no! Deuce does get on a railway too though, unfortunately missing that free piece check. So, neither of the runners here getting good wild canyons. This is really bad for both of them. There's not a whole lot you can do.
Well, a sub 40 is probably about as high as you want it to go. If it goes over
Yeah.
40 seconds, then you start to Be pretty mad.
He's doing basically a centi a day for the
Yeah,
past
this
week,
is
I've been
perfect.
told, so he's definitely not gonna be happy about getting that time.
Sure, Yanni is malding right now.
Sorry, Yanni.
The use was a clean Eggman 1.
Yeah, it went well for him. Eggman didn't turn any too early or anything, and it looks like Hex is, yeah, about the same.
Apparently the Useless only finished Senti a few hours ago.
This is true. I was there for it.
My goodness. That man has told me that he's done a Senti a day.
It's actually crazy. I mean, I grind Senti a lot, but I don't think I could finish a full Senti every single day. Like,
It's proven to have paid off for him though, because his knuckles movement is very clean.
oh yeah, like I mentioned, the start of that wild game was really nice to see. Get a lot of the slow boosts there, saving a couple seconds of time.
Looking like not an amazing elevator time from either of these runners.
Drew a little bit of spaghetti at the start of Prison Lane. I'm sure that's not going to cost them too much. I mean, 57 check from Hex isn't looking too bad. It's only a few seconds difference though.
I'd say it's easy to argue that this stage is kind of like the Pyramid Cave for Sonic. Very tech heavy.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. There's no major skips as such, but there's a lot of really tight sort of jumps around corners and whatever that you really don't want to miss.
Ooh, and we missed second gate hop.
Now with the 145 for these. Let's see what Hex goes.
Oh, and he also missed second gate hop. The only thing more triggering than missing second gate hop is getting second gate hop and landing in that little corner area.
That's true, because then you have to break the enemies to lower the gate so you can get back out. Ah,
That was easy.
disgusting.
Very clean movement from DaUse here at the start, and he opts to take the checkpoint, just for a little bit of extra insurance.
Oh yeah, we've seen it before. You can die right on that jump there and lose about 15 to 16 seconds, so you really don't want to take that risk, I guess.
Or when you get a perpendicular light dash.
True, actually, yeah. That happens a lot for some reason. Your light dash just doesn't want to chain with the rest of the rings sometimes and send you off to the side.
Udi's going around a very smart, safe strat. I myself have personally clipped into the wall and fallen down into the seabed before because of greedy time save ideas.
Yeah. Also, if you hit that loop speed a little bit too early, it will just throw you into the water.
And,
Like,
oh,
exactly!
just...
No! I need to stop doing this! I do this every single race! I'm so sorry, Hex. That's exactly what I mean. Good demonstration, I guess, but that's just unfortunate.
This might just be a flex from Hex.
Could be.
Ooh, 130. The use just slightly unable to make that sub 130 barrier. The only major time loss I saw was during the rocket section. He could have saved maybe 2 seconds if he was just a bit more optimal.
He's watching a cutscene. Do you think he's gonna get cutscene world record? No way.
16%? Let's go.
Yo, are cutscenes auto-scrollers?
Yes!
They could be.
Because if you press the A button in some of them, you can spawn Big the Cat, so you can argue there's some gameplay there.
Barely made it.
Absolutely. And big percent is a thing.
True, but at 132 from Hex, so losing about 2 seconds plus a death. It's gonna be a little bit of a kick in the teeth, but nothing that he can't make up later on.
We get a very clean Shadow 1 from DaUse.
So
Oh,
far,
wow.
so good. Hey, that's...
That blue
Yeah, not too many 11s in this tournament so far.
I found you, Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog.
I wonder if we'll
around
see a
here.
10 at any
You're
point in the tournament.
comparing yourself to me?
You know, if that does happen, I would be really impressed.
You eat those words.
There's no time to play games. You won't even get the chance. I'm the coolest. Oh, I
I
see.
think Hex was airing out his grievances about that loop speed incident in the chat.
Yeah, that was very, very
You know who
unfortunate.
I
You'd
am.
hate to see it.
Very clean start to Green Forest from DaUse.
14 check looking pretty nice. We'll see if Hex can square up that ending means.
To be honest, I'm a little worried that DaUse is gonna beat my PB during this run.
Is it on base?
I believe so.
Let's go to use.
Get out of here. Find Amy and Tails. Right away.
Ooh, the storage light dash. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And Hex basically tying the start of Green Forest for DaUse there with a 14 check. Looking pretty similar so far.
Opts to not take the loop skip. Probably the smart idea.
If you're not feeling confident with it, for sure, yeah.
Oh, DaUse can't quite make that
Oh,
third
no.
loop skip.
Oh, didn't look too good. That was landed though, I mean...
It's a clean recovery. It's gonna get a low 140 here out of Green Forest.
You know, I'm saying Hex could probably get very similar to this. I'm not sure there's going to be too much to separate them in this Green Forest.
And we're coming up on the second RNG stage of the game.
That is true. Speaking of not too much to separate them, this is where you could roll a really bad set and then lose maybe 30 seconds completely out of your choice.
And Hex with a clean final loop skip of Green Forest.
Yeah, it looks like they will get very similar times in Green Forest.
And a very strong P1 from DaUse, as well as the monitor skip. Sleep with the dead!
Don't say
Just
it. So, you know, this could give you a low charge piece 3, actually. But other than that, this probably isn't the best piece 2 to get from here. And it doesn't, but it's still a pretty good set, so you'll have to see it from DaUse.
Very strong movement and camera work from DaUseless.
Yeah, those Senti runs are definitely paying off. I mean,
There's no time to lose. I have to hurry and find the Master Emerald.
Never complained with a sub 40 on Pumpkin Hill.
true, and Hex just about to get his piece on right now. This piece, honestly, may be one of my favorites. It has a lot of good story style sets. Ooh, yes. These threes from here are very likely on church. Most of them are really good. On that, wow, okay.
Oh, he's going to the wrong one! Oh, he's gonna be a little too low. He's gonna have to climb up.
It's closer.
And DaUse makes the magnet jump.
That's gonna be rough on the cycles. It's gonna be really tight to hit it after missing that pulse hover.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Or actually, maybe I'm wrong. That looks pretty okay.
Well, he won't make zero cycle, but he could still make half cycle.
Unless
he didn't. Perhaps, maybe he also didn't at GT have used the upgrade.
Oh, true. Actually,
So he might still be on pace. He might still be on pace. Oh, it's looking like he was close, but not quite. Oh, he's gonna have to take... Yeah, he can still take half cycle.
Yeah, that was really tight. Maybe with like 2 really good pulse hovers, but I wasn't confident in that, to be honest.
Getting a very similar start to Misty Street from Hex here as well.
Yeah,
Ooh, though he misses the pause hover.
That might have just ended 0 cycle for Hex, but I was gonna say, both players have been playing really similarly so far. It's actually really cool to see, I guess.
And Hex with a very clean box break. I blinked and I missed it.
Well, if you didn't like the hunting stages, then I hate to break it to you, but one stage later comes another one. So, welcome to Aquatic Mine. Seeding and spawning of the pieces in the cutscene. It's a fun little game you can play if you're not actually the one running. Obviously, speedrunners do this as well, because if you see a piece in the cutscene, then it's really likely that you'll have a good set. Obviously, you want to read it as best as possible. So.
Ooh, and no... Oh, it took a little while for DaUse to reset there. Oh, he does... Oh, okay.
He's checking the ping up to the pulley, I believe, actually, which is, that is the strat that you want to do if you're not hard pushing the IGT, because there's some pieces that ping really hard before you hit the pulley. That are just really good piece ones.
And Hex finishing out Mission Street with a 2:16. Not a bad time.
Nice.
That was a little tough.
Oh, let's go, DaUse. Alright.
Will he make it? Will he make it? He just makes it.
That was... Wow,
Oh, wow.
Okay. Great display of hunting execution from DaUse right there. Love to see stuff like
I
that.
didn't expect the inside of the mines to be like
Hitting
this.
the monitor clip and then a really clean war run to get the ghost piece free.
You should enjoy grabbing the hint now before taking top room. Oh, we got a free piece for Hex. Let's go.
Nice. Yeah, Hexla's doing this the last race as well. I think that's just how he routes out the stage.
It's close. One more lap.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, he tries going for wall run, but misses it.
Yeah, looks like Hex isn't really all that confident in sign clips, so we'd rather do the Warren.
But it looks like he's still got a really decent time in Aquatic Mine.
True.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Out of curiosity, how much faster is wall running or sign clipping over the other?
Over climbing, wall running is probably like at least 2.5 seconds faster, I'd say, maybe 3. But over, if we're talking sign clip over climbing, then sign clip would probably save like 5 or 6 seconds here.
And how about sign clipping over wall running?
Sign clipping over wall running is probably about 1 or 2 seconds, 1.5. I don't think it's a huge difference, but it's definitely optimal to sign clip. And the animatics. It's okay. He knows I'm joking.
It's looking like Hex is just 2 seconds slow on the first checkpoint compared to DaUse here.
Well,
Oh,
maybe
DaUse
Hex
spun
didn't-
out during 80. That's
Yeah, that's not very nice of use there, but it looks like maybe Hex didn't close the game and forgot to get PB stuff.
what skip?
It's, you know, it's 2 letters. I don't know what the abbreviation is. It's an abbreviation, chat, okay?
But also, I'm actually curious, what skip? Like, what does it do?
You not actually known about this?
No.
Oh, so basically, if it's the first time you load into Route 101 during the game's being open, like, if it's the first time that you've played Route 101 during the session of you playing that game, so if you could, like, close the game and then reopen it, it resets. But you'll save, like, 2 seconds, because Tails goes slightly faster at the start. It's really weird.
Oh, so wait, you have to close the game in between each run if you want that 2-second time save.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm not sure if
I've
Hex
always
did that.
wondered why the music doesn't always... No chance it's 2 seconds? It's less than 1 second. Oh, I see.
It's less than a second? What? There's no shot.
I have noticed the music doesn't always drop when I'm going down the first drop. Optionally, I feel like that tends to happen, actually. They tend to sync up.
Oh, that's
But oh, DaUse going for the pots in the corner instead of doing pause hovers.
Oh, actually, no, DaUse was talking about this to me the other day. Apparently, he has a route for this tournament in Hidden Base that only does 2 pause hovers, so let's see if we
So
can
we've
count
seen the
those.
first one. We've seen the first one just now. Guessing the other one will be coming up after the pulley, or it'll be coming up much later in the stage. Yeah, and there it is. So those should be the 2 pause hovers.
Let's
Oh,
use this
there-
back of one, like, right now.
3, 4.
Yeah, down there.
Seems both runners opt to take axle skip.
Yeah, you know what? It's actually really crazy how similar these runners play in terms of struts and whatnot. I mean, we saw it in, like, the entirety of this run pretty much, but nobody's really deviated from each other at this point. But they do. Confidence.
Interesting choice by Hex, but the safer one nonetheless. Those 3 pause hovers, or non-pause hovers that DaUse just pulled off, are very, very tricky. Clearly
Yeah,
Tails was not intended to go up there.
You have to press A twice really, really fast. I know some older runners like Dracodan usually tend to do this because it's time save and stuff. And I think Draco even used to at one point do... I think... Someone correct me on this one. I'm pretty sure I did weight hop without any pauses at some point, which is kind of crazy. So...
I wonder if you remap an extra A press, or like an A button, to your shoulders instead of pause. If it'll make a difference, if you could like maybe get those pause hovers off.
Wait, that's a really interesting idea.
Ooh, and we lost speed there from DaUse during the tunnel.
I did it!
And Hex finishing Hidden Base with a pretty clean 2 minutes. Considering the stress that he took, he had pretty optimal
That
movement.
was easy.
Yeah, you know what? He PB'd just last race, and I'd say this is looking slightly better than last race, so... I don't want to say anything, because you know what happens when I say something, but... Yeah.
Oh, and clean first try door skip from DaUse. Will he get second door skip? Nice. First try door clip from DaUse. See how second tunnel goes. Ooh, and Hex fails the Chow box hover.
Like Ghost just wanted to hug these, but he wasn't about the life.
Looks like DaUse will be setting up for Snake Skip. And will Hex go for Hex Skip again? That'll be a very interesting thing to see.
I mean, you know, we saw it last race, and he pulled it off first try really, really well, so...
Perhaps he figures if the skip has his name in it, he might as well be very darn good at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just destiny, right?
And a sub 150 Pyramid Cave from DaUse. Very solid time indeed.
Coming up on Hex Skip. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Oh, we're gonna see it. Let's go. A little bit wonky trying to set up on the loop, but it looks low, but he does manage to pull it off. Let's go, Hex. The champion of Hex Skip. 2 races in a row first try. That's insane. What a gamer.
And DaUse with first try box clip there.
Yeah, the use is still playing really good at hunting right now. Seems like mostly it was just the wild cane that's gonna set back his combined knuckles, but...
Seems like Savick tuned in just to see Hex Skip.
problem.
DaUse gets a successful death strat. But it looks like he missed spotting roasted keys. He was wandering around for a minute there.
A slight moment of paranoia because DaUse got hit and then went to grab roasted keys. He was just slightly too low, then he might have died before grabbing the piece, and that would have been really sad. Nice though.
Are you able to free piece check Eggman's eye level or merry-go-round?
Yeah. If you run through pole, you can go like slightly to the left and then like swing your camera around before you go towards blue. Check out eye level and the merry-go-round's just kind of like right there.
It's closer. 2 more left. It's over.
Coming up on back-to-back bosses for DaUse, and looks like Hex actually gets first try the death strat.
And the roasted keys too, which is definitely the best piece too. Oh wow, okay, this set's really nice for Hex. I mean, similar sets, I guess. I'd say Hex is, with the red box clip, the set's probably slightly better, but...
Oh, where is he going?
He finds it pretty quickly. It's not a huge time loss.
Here I come. Whack.
Speed shoes. Can't believe he saved 1 frame on getting to the last piece with those speed shoes.
Yeah.
You know, I bet the first-time runners, or first-time watchers of a Hero Story speedrun, when they see Knuckles running up behind Boom Boo like that, they probably think that he could rival Sonic's speed a little bit.
Huh? Who's
It
there?
does look pretty fast, yeah.
What the? Ghost?
Is that a 38 from DaUse?
I think so. DaUse is on really good pace, actually.
And I doubt he reset, so a 38 would have to be pretty ridiculous.
Still not going for the boost. Looks like he's gonna pull off a mid-40.
DaUse having some trouble with Egg Golem here. We're already 30 seconds in and we only have 1 hit. And Hex was successful. First cycle boom. You'd love to see it.
What a half.
Hex just barely slipping off that ledge. And that would have been a really nice hit as well.
Poverty bounces can be a real hit or miss sometimes, because you can get the bounce successfully, but the camera just doesn't show you where you're going.
Oh!
It's looking like DaUse is getting really angry, and wants to show him who's boss, and pulls off 2 successful frame inputs for super bounces.
Super bounces, yeah. I mean, it didn't look like that was the plan to go for, but in spite of a little bit of maybe rage there, then yeah, he does pull off 2 super bounces, so.
It does seem like we have DaUseless in the chat airing his grievances with Eggle.
What happened to Hex?
Oh, the platform wasn't just... Oh, that tends to happen. If you don't land on the 3rd platform when going up his back casually after the 1st or 2nd hit, then that platform won't come back by the time you make it back to him again. It's looking like we don't see a first try both to use.
That was rude. Egg Golem basically just like sat still for a moment, and then when Hex was jumping to the platform, he just whipped it out of the way. That was that's bad manners from Egg Golem. You had to see that.
Ooh, DaUse struggling with second try both as well. And 3rd try will be.
No, Hex doesn't go for both, so this is still a really huge time save for these.
You know, it's funny. Hex goes for something as tricky and difficult as Hex Skip, but does not go for both.
You know, if Hex Skip is a meme, then you could argue that both is an even bigger meme, so. It's an interesting choice to pick one or the other, but you know, the skip is named after him, so it makes sense.
That's totally fair. We need a runner named Bofa to show up now and start optimizing first try Bofa.
Go for the boxes?
Sounds just about as legitimate as Death Chamber Lover and Death Chamber Hater.
It's true.
Speaking of, I wonder if they'll make an appearance this tournament.
Well, we'll have to find out.
Oh, and it's looking like DaUse just pulls it off. It can be a little disorienting when you make it into that room. You can't always tell whether you're in front, behind, or in the room.
Yeah. If you have to try and get a consistent angle on— Oh no! And the checkpoint was right in front of him as well, but luckily this one not too far back.
And this is why Bofa is the way.
It's really struggling with the cycle section. I'll do some Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't get to see what this beast one was.
Inside a container, behind a container?
Oh, yeah, you don't want this beast one. I mean, you don't have to reset it, but it rarely gives amazing suds, so...
Will he go for the cryptic checks? He doesn't go for the cryptic checks!
Do not do it after this piece one. Please don't do it after this piece one. It's a terrible idea. There's like no good sets for this piece one, and I'm sure the use knows that. So... I must stress, if you're going to do the funny checks, you do not go after this piece one. Or 2 huge containers or anything slightly over to that side.
Sad RNG indeed, but DaUse showing his skill with optimal movement and making it a sub 50 time. It looks like Hex will in fact make ring clip.
I gotta do better next time.
So Hex about to load in Meteor Hood now. It would seem that the use is basically an entire Meteor Hood and a little bit of Rouge ahead, so... It'll take a little bit for Hex to catch up there, but who's to say it won't happen? I mean, we've seen upsets like this in the past.
Pretty decent Rouge from Deuse.
And this piece one is another really awful piece one.
What?
It's close enough.
I saw the crazy gadget.
One more left.
Absolutely. And I believe we will be seeing CGSS from Deuse.
Should be. I mean, he was practicing it a lot the other day, so... Yeah, we're gonna be seeing CGS from Hex, so... This is where the runners really do start to do a difference in strats, unlike what we saw earlier.
Yes, Deuse has this method that lets him keep the camera with him the entire time.
Oh, right! Deuse does the free cam method. This is really funny when it happens. Looks so weird.
Long time no see, treasure hunter. Did you find my emerald?
That's a good one. Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time.
Very well. If that's how you want to play, I will take it from
It's
you.
looking like we keep hitting a death plane.
I read another commentator's poster again by saying that something could still happen here.
Oh, and we have it. We have the clip out.
Nice.
But to use airing his grievances in chat, I'm not sure how this ring clip's gonna go. Okay, he made it,
Nice.
but he's just not satisfied with his time. But I have to wonder if this is still PB pace for him. I'm not too sure what his PB is right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a little bit off PB pace for the use. Maybe as a mid to low 27? Something like that. Not sure about Hex though.
Apparently Hex just PB'd the last race, so this should still be PB pace for him.
Doing the math in my... It's gonna be really close provided he hits everything pretty much perfectly.
Deuse missing the second hit on Eggman and punches him.
That's rude.
And Hex seems to hit it. Doesn't even need to worry about the enemy in the first room. Look at that. Clean hit on the enemy.
Alright, did that look early? I think he's fine. Yeah, let's go Hex.
Deuse with a very strong start to Final Rush.
Yeah, no, Deuse going Mikey
no
Cool Money
problem.
mode.
Seems like he jumped off the rail at 19, so he'll have to change 36, 37-ish.
I don't do math like that, I just count. Yeah, that looks about right.
My problem is I probably counted the wrong tempo.
Right.
Oh, Demon Kata with the raid.
Good.
Hex finishing off Eggman 2 with relatively little difficulty.
Yeah, so it comes down to if Hex gets first try FR and a really good shadow, it'll be basically within seconds of PB, so...
Wait. Alright. Well, let's go. 125 from DUs. I'm not sure what his final rush gold is.
He's looking to finish up with sort of a low 28 here, which is a pretty good time for a tournament race, especially for his first month.
And it's time for the bounce strat. And GG to DaUse with a 28-34. His first run of the tournament. Just, I'm not even sure what his PB is, but that is well within his pace.
Yeah, I think that's
So-
give or take maybe a minute, so that's still
Absolutely.
that's really, really good, yeah.
Really good for a tournament setting. My first run, it was 33 in the tournament, 35 or something like that. So
Speaking of
top.
close to PB, X coming off in Shadow too. Anyone remember the time he got in the last race?
Huh. No problem.
Before this is over, I'll show you the true power of chaos.
unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the PB pace for him.
Maybe not, but he still played really, really close to PB, so huge GG's to Hex for pulling off a nice race.
And GG to Hex with a 30-34.
Shadow.
Both very... The old PB. Okay. Well, let's go. Congrats to both runners. They both played very strongly today.
Mm-hmm.
To use with a very strong run right out the gate, it does seem like
Sonic,
DaUse has the opportunity
I
to
did
PB
it.
this tournament if he keeps playing like that.
This is true, I mean, within 1 minute on the first race is definitely a good sign for him, so...
Awesome job, Tails.
Sonic!
Absolutely.
Look outside.
Ooh.
We have a little bit of time if short interviews want to happen, but... We'll
I'm
see.
absolutely welcoming to hear from the runners if we do have time and if they're both down.
I'd say we have just enough time, if anyone wants to drop in.
My prediction for this interview, both runners will talk about how they hate Egg Golem.
We have 2 hexes on the screen right now. Let's go. Wait, Drywood, you have like pumps to drag people in here? 'Cause I don't think drum's active anymore. Let's go.
Yeah, what's up?
Welcome, gamers. GG to both of you.
Yeah, GG's.
Yep.
Any thoughts on how
Let's
this
go.
race went for you guys? Welcome.
Frustrating.
GG to both of you.
I don't know. I felt like I had. It's
Any
weird
thoughts
because
on
I
how
felt like
this
that run
race
was a
went for you?
lot worse, but it almost PB'd.
I don't.
So it's like, damn.
I think it was.
Yeah, perhaps there was more mess ups in different stages, but it seems
Yeah.
like you carried on overall about the same. And GG hitting Hex skip first try both times.
Yeah, I was hype.
Yeah,
Oh, you got
perhaps there
Hex
was
skip again?
more mess ups in different
Yeah,
stages,
that's
but
actually
it
pretty
seems like you carried on
Congrats, dude.
overall
Yeah,
about the
thanks.
same. And GG hitting Hex skip first try both times.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, you
it's
got
nice
Hex
to,
skip again.
you know,
Yeah,
get close to
that's
PB every
actually
time,
crazy.
so that's cool.
Congrats, dude.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Tell us how your run went.
So my run was actually on PB pace until Egg Golem. Still had a slight chance if I got first try
Absolutely.
CGS.
Tell us how your run went.
That could have
Yeah,
been a
that's
potential
really-
PB, but I choke, and I'll be honest, I got a bit nervous, which is not something that happens too often, but I definitely think it went well for my first race.
Absolutely. Playing within a minute of your PB is nothing to scoff at for your first tournament race.
Yeah, for sure.
What is your PB, in Useless, if you don't mind me asking?
It is a 27:45 or 43.
Nice.
Wow. So you were pretty darn close.
Yeah, you were a lot
Close,
closer than I
yeah.
thought.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is that it doesn't matter. Even if I miss C skip, I can still PB because my PB has a 1 minute 30 egg golem. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's quite hilarious.
Does anyone have anything else they want to add?
Oh yeah, there was no C skip that run.
Yeah, there was no C skip.
That was wow. Good stuff. Game is fun, game is fair. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah,
Alright.
thanks for the match. It was nice.
No worries, thanks to the
Yes, it
interview.
was great.
No problem. All right, peace out, fellas.